Hello, everyone, and welcome to our cozy studio space today. I am Dr. Vita, and I am so incredibly glad you decided to join me for this session. You know, talking about our health can be one of the most vulnerable things we do, especially when we have to do it in a language that isn't our first. It is more than just words. It is about our comfort, our safety, and our well-being. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Just breathe in the calm and let out the tension. Today, we are going to learn how to express exactly how we feel physically and emotionally when things aren't quite right. Let's start with that most common phrase we use when we feel just a little bit off. Have you ever heard the expression, under the weather? It sounds so poetic, doesn't it? As if the rain or the clouds are weighing us down. When you say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, you are telling someone that you aren't seriously ill, but you definitely aren't at your best. But what happens when the feeling is more specific? What if it is a sharp pain or a dull ache? These are the adjectives that help a doctor or a friend really understand your experience. Imagine a sharp pain. It is like a needle or a quick pinch. It comes suddenly. Now contrast that with a dull ache. It is heavy, constant, and maybe even a bit throbbing, like a heartbeat in your head during a migraine. I remember a student of mine once struggled to explain a stomach ache. She said, "My stomach is angry." And honestly, that was perfect. It conveyed the discomfort so well. But in a clinical setting, we might say, "I have sharp cramps," or "I feel bloated and nauseous." Let's practice a scenario together. Imagine you are calling your boss because you have woken up with a terrible flu. Your voice might be raspy and your energy is low. "Hi, this is Vita. I'm so sorry, but I've come down with a nasty bug. I have a high fever and a persistent cough, so I won't be able to make it in today." Did you hear that phrase? Come down with a bug. It's a very natural way to say you've caught a virus. Now, let's talk about the pharmacy. When you go to get medicine, you need to describe your symptoms clearly. You might say, "I've been feeling lightheaded," or "I have a sore throat that makes it hard to swallow." It can be scary when you can't find the right word while you're in pain. But remember, the most important thing is to be honest about your level of discomfort. On a scale of 1 to 10, where is your pain? That is a universal language. And what about mental health? We often forget that health includes our minds. Phrases like, "I'm feeling overwhelmed," "I'm burnt out," or "I've been feeling quite anxious lately" are just as important as saying you have a broken arm. It is okay to not be okay. If you are talking to a friend, you might say, "I've been feeling a bit low lately and I'm not really sure why." That invitation for connection is so powerful. Reassuringly, if you are at a doctor's office, you can be more direct. "I have been struggling with insomnia," or "I feel a lot of pressure and stress in my chest." These are clear indicators that you need support. Excitingly, let's do a quick review of some feeling words for symptoms. Dizziness, that spinning feeling. Fatigue, more than just tired, it is a deep exhaustion. Numbness, when you can't feel your fingers or toes. These are the building blocks of a health conversation. I want you to practice saying these out loud. Go on, don't be shy. Even if you are alone, say, "I have a nagging cough," or "I feel a bit congested." Feel the words in your mouth. Get comfortable with them before you actually need them. As we start to wrap up our session today, I want you to remember that your health is your wealth. Being able to advocate for yourself in English is a superpower. It gives you control over your own body and your own care. You are doing such a wonderful job. Learning these terms isn't just about grammar. It's about taking care of the most important person in your life, you. Thank you for spending these 10 minutes with me in the studio. Stay hydrated, get plenty of rest, and keep practicing those phrases. I am Dr. Vita, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Be well, everyone.